One, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why don't you gotta pay for all y'all food though?
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
Whoa, bro!
You can't make this up.
When I see a fine man, my favorite line to use is, "Hey, handsome, how you doing?" It's so simple, but it's gonna drop the draws, okay? It's gonna drop them.
All right, let's test that theory and see if it's that easy. Oh, here we go right here. Hey, beautiful, how you doing?
Boy, bye.
All right, no problem.
I've yet to have a male energy that provided or protected me consistently ever. So I think that I have taken on the reins to protect and provide for myself. Because what I'm not going to do, Ayanla, is be without. Baby, it's not happening.
Be without what?
So that would be without protection, and be without the necessities of life.
Oh, that's a simple solution. Just pick a better man.
If you're homeless, just buy a house.
Simple logic.
Bills you expect a man to pay when you first start dating?
When you first start dating? None.
Like 3 months in.
3 months in, probably like rent.
Rent?
Yeah.
You live in LA?
Yeah.
Your rent is how much?
It's like $3,800.
So I gotta pay $4,000.
You don't have to, but like I expect a man to want to help. Like I'm not like, hey babe, like I need you to pay all my rent up 6 months. Like I expect you to be like, oh, here's like a couple grand on your rent. Or if you want to be nice, like here's your rent.
What about his own rent?
Or even if you don't want to pay the rent, be like, oh, here's some extra money for your car note or groceries or whatever.
Bro,
like
what
I
about his
expect
own
a
car
man to
note?
Like I don't really expect a nigga that's not my boyfriend to like really just take care of me like that. Like I don't feel like they should be obligated to.
You can't make this up.
Her, because I knew that she was royalty before she was born.
Yes.
Okay?
So, if she's the queen, why would she not be with a king?
Well, if she's a queen, she comes from a king. She comes from me. I come from a king. She comes from a...
But why would she not be with a king?
Of course she would be with a king, but
So what's wrong with
everybody
her
that
saying
say they're a king
What's
is
wrong
not a
with
king.
I am a king. What is wrong? Just because you don't know that, that's okay, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, I am a king. I've put in the work, and I will continue to put in the work. And the crazy thing is, I'm a fraction of what I'm going to become. So, I am a king. You may not know that. I respect that. You're entitled to your opinion. But my thing is this.
It's worth it though. Even though it's difficult at first, it's worth it, bro. If you're dating a female and her dad is in her life and she has a good relationship with her dad, that's a value that's going to save you a lot of problems in your relationship. Especially if she has like a healthy relationship with her dad, where her dad don't spoil her too much or he don't abandon her. It's like a healthy balance of just being a good father who taught her principles. All that validation that these broken women be dealing with when their dads ain't in their life, you ain't got to deal with none of them problems, bro. A man being in a relationship with a female is already difficult as it is, because we just two totally different types of people. But a female with daddy issues is a female who just most likely will never be content in a relationship because she never really had that structure from her dad. So although it's difficult for your woman's daddy to see your value and to see your worth, and he might give you problems at first, but sooner or later, if you're a man of value, he's going to come around and he's going to give you peace. Your woman's going to give you peace. He's going to give you peace. It's just going to be a good family to be a part of, bro. And I'm saying these things because I went through something very similar to what he's going through with her dad. I literally went through something very similar with my own wife.
One of the worst things we can do as men is to be with women who don't want us. I've been in that position too. I have simped. I have done stuff. I've been in the friend zone. I've done all that kind of stuff. And I will tell you, gentlemen, don't do it. Never do that. It's never a good idea. I said it 2 weeks ago. Stop trying to win women over. And see, that's the beautiful thing about becoming a high value man. You don't have to win women over. You deal with the women who show interest in you and want to get on your program and are proving their worth to you. You had to work to become a high value man. You don't have to work for a woman. A woman has to work for your last name. She has to work for your ring. She has to work for your commitment. This is the game.
You know what's crazy? He's absolutely right. If a woman doesn't work for your validation, if you enter into a long-term relationship with a woman who has not try to prove herself to you. All she does is take. She doesn't give in any type of way to you. She's going to be the type of woman that doesn't value you in a relationship. You're most likely going to have a really difficult relationship, a sexless marriage. Yeah, just because you liked her more than she liked you. I firmly believe that a woman's supposed to like you more because women love being fans of someone. And if she ain't a fan of you, then who's she a fan of? Because I guarantee you, the person that she's actually a fan of, she'll do anything for. You know what I'm saying?
What is true love? Because I think people need to understand that relationships are work.
Facts.
Like love is so complex. You have to choose the person that you're willing to work through your relationship with, because it's not rainbows and sunshines and love and kisses all the time. That's just the truth. It's not. So you have to pick your person. Is that person respecting you? Is that person showing you your love languages? That's the part where you have to be selective of when you're dating, right?
Okay, I was with her until she said that love language crap. Some psychologists came up with the whole love language thing, and people are now taking it as the gospel. And one thing I could tell you is that is not the gospel. Who's to say that there's not more aspects of love than those 4 or 5 love languages that they say that there are? You know what I mean? Let me simplify most of men's love languages since y'all want to overcomplicate everything. Head, sex, and bring me some good food. And we good.
One of the things that comes with being with me is not going to watch me army crawl.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I will look at you like you lost your mind. Let me ask you this question. We're two different. Okay, I'm gonna ask both of y'all. So I'm gonna go to you today. If you say it in the beginning, that means it's his expectation. It's like, listen, if I met you and you was on the battlefield army crawling, just because I want your number means I gotta help you stop army crawling.
No, generally there's a little bit of like
watch you crawl time.
No. Generally, I don't just give a man my number and then just come straight out to it.
No,
it's a little
because you
bit
said
getting to knowing each other.
Watch her do something, and if she's struggling,
men have no problems laying out their expectations of, oh man, I want to be with you, I want to touch you, I want to be kick it with you and feel you and love you. Okay, so let's lay out my expectations as to how I'm going to be the happiest version of me for
not
you.
Expectations. You're right.
I like that.
Whatever happened to the woman being a helpmeet? Like I always hear about women saying what they want a man to do for them. And I do believe that men should do for a woman that they love and be a protector and provider. But where is the part where y'all gonna be a helpmeet? Like I rarely hear women talk about how they would like to help a man. If she was to get with a man, the man that she really wanted to get with, how she would help him or make his life better. I always hear about what she gonna do for me, I.
What you should be doing to get girls, I know this is going to sound crazy. You should be focused on your goals and your purpose. When you purpose-driven, you develop riches. And when you pleasure-driven, you develop addictions. So I feel like you should be focused on your purpose. And anything that's not in alignment with your purpose, you won't even have time for it. But if it is in alignment and it adds value, then I say, pursue it. If not,
Well said. And, women are attracted to money. So when you look like money like him, they're just going to flock to you.
If you were married 10 years, kids, and then in the 10th year you get cheated on, are you leaving?
It depends on if he's showing me contrition or not. Why did this happen? Why didn't you talk to me? Was there a problem in our marriage, or is there a problem going on with you? Is this a midlife crisis? Is this something that I need to understand what's going on. But I do think that forgiveness is a major part of love. A lot of people don't want to admit that. Now, I'm not saying you need to be forgiving a dude every dang on day. You know what I'm saying? For something major, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to set your boundary lines and whatever your hard lines are. But I feel like I have learned throughout my life, because I've cut a lot of people off. I'm one of those people that's like, you did me wrong, you've hurt me, we're done. Number change, you're blocked. Yeah. And I've learned that that's not right. I've lost a lot of people, or I have just found myself very alone, because it's like, well, girl, somebody gonna hurt you once or twice.
I will say, though, for a man, it's like almost to the point of no coming back. Like the fact that a man knows that his woman allowed another man to enter into her while they were in a relationship, the relationship will never be the same. Because believe it or not, whether a lot of women want to agree with it or not, a lot of men look at the women that they're with like ownership. But ownership in a way where he'll sacrifice his life. He values that woman so much that he'll sacrifice his own life for her. Like, she belongs to me. So don't nobody better mess with her or nothing. A man, when he's with a woman that he loves, he assumes full responsibility for her well-being. And the closest that he can get with his woman is entering into his woman in an intimate way. The way that us men look at it is like that box ain't supposed to be for nobody else but me. So when a woman gives up the box willingly, it almost feel like she don't even belong to us no more. Even if you forgive her, because I do believe in forgiveness, but it ain't gonna feel the same. But I am curious as to what do women feel like when a man cheats on them with another woman. I'm curious to see how women process that. Since I just gave you an idea on how a lot of men process another man being with his woman while they're in a relationship.